Jung discovered that spiritual awakening doesn't energize you, it empties you. After studying hundreds of patients who experienced spiritual breakthroughs, Jung found that 70% lost all motivation within months, not because they failed, but because they succeeded too well at seeing through life's illusions. Jung called this the awakening paradox, the moment when enlightenment becomes emptiness, when clarity becomes confusion, when spiritual success becomes psychological crisis. You thought awakening would set you on fire with purpose. Instead, it extinguished every flame that used to drive you. Right now, you might be lying in bed wondering why nothing matters anymore. Why the goals that once excited you now feel hollow. Why you can't summon the energy to care about anything, even though you're more conscious than you've ever been. But Jung discovered something that changes everything. This emptiness isn't a spiritual failure. It's a psychological necessity. And there's a specific process for transforming this void into the deepest source of authentic motivation you've ever experienced. Here's what's at stake. Everything you thought you knew about motivation, purpose, and spiritual growth. You've been told that awakening leads to bliss, that consciousness brings clarity, that enlightenment ignites passion. But Jung discovered the opposite is true. The more you awaken, the more you realize that every goal you've been chasing was an illusion. Every motivation you've had was rooted in ego, fear, or social conditioning. Every dream you've pursued was someone else's definition of success projected onto your life. Jung found that spiritual awakening forces you into what he called the nigredo, the blackening phase where your old self dies, but your new self hasn't been born yet.